Hello, good day everyone. So, I'm glad that you are here with me now watching my video. And I would like first to introduce myself. I'm Mae C de Guzman of C. And for today's video, we will tackle all about the start of the Unit 4, which is all about human flourishing. And to give you an overview, human flourishing gives us 4 ideas. The first idea is how human can flourish. And the second is what is human flourishing from a different point of view of some scientists like Aristotle and Plato. The second is how to flourish. And the fourth or the last is the impact of technology in human. So all of that we'll discuss in this unit. I hope you will learn a lot for this video, and let's go! So let us first define what is human flourishing. According to Aristotle, human is defined as a rational animal because they can think and use reason consistently. The way human beings do things is by making rational choices that take specific actions or scientific investigations that are mostly in line in their personal preference. So, human being defined as a rational animal. Bakit? Because tayong mga tao or mga human is may kakayahan tayong mag-isip ng mas mataas kaysa sa mga hayop. We can think logically, we can make moral decisions, we know what is right and what is wrong na hindi alam ng mga hayop. So, that's the reasons why unique tayo as a human. So, human being is the person who makes up society responsible for the research and innovation na sa ngayon is ginagamit sa ating pamumuhay. So, understanding our behavior, our human behavior, beliefs, norms, and mga needs or pangangailangan is our way to cater the essential needs of how can human have a flourishing life or positibong pamumuhay. Next is human flourishing based on ancient Greek philosophers' perspective. Flourishing is a state where people experience positive emotions and positive social functioning. It is a descriptor and a measure of positive mental health in life well-being or the state of being happy, healthy, or prosperous. So, sabi nga sa kanyang meaning when we say flourishing, it is all about being happy and contented. It is also about being a positive in terms of our emotions, our mental health, and also in our social functioning. It is really important dahil dun tayo na bubuhay. Kasi diba, no man is an island. Kailangan natin makipagsalambuha in order for us para lumago at maging masaya. So that is what we call flourishing. Just like the tree. Ano ba yung kailangan ng isang puno para siya ay lumaki, para siya ay maging matayog at maging matibay? Iba kailangan niya ng magdidilig, kailangan niya ng taong mag-aalaga sa kanya, ng pataba at ng tamang sinag ng araw. And ganun din sa pagiging human. Next is how to live a flourishing life. So, two of the most Greek philosophers answers that question. So, that two philosopher is Aristotle and Plato. So, these two great philosophers tried to compare human flourishing as eudaimonia, which means happiness. So, eudaimonia also is human flourishing. Plato's interpretation of human flourishing. Plato believed that one must have moral thought and virtuous action. The well-being of a human individual must not depend on the external goods. To live just for the sake of these external goods will not lead to flourishing. So Plato believed that all human being is naturally desired eudaimonia. So eudaimonia is all about happiness or the human flourishing. So si Plato also is naniniwala siya na if we depend on our external goods like money, fame, politics, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng flourishing life. If having a virtue is needed in order for us to flourish, so how does person can develop virtue? So, the first step is by examining things and thinking more. So, dito is i-explore natin yung mga taong nakapaligid sa atin, and by doing that, our knowledge is continuous. So, dito, mas lumalago tayo at nagkakaroon ng positibong buhay, and naniniwala siya na if hindi natin kayang alamin yung mga bagay-bagay sa paligid natin, we cannot flourish or hindi tayo lalago or magiging masaya. The second is by masterly using reason. So, according to Plato, kailangan minamaster din natin yung paggamit ng pagdadahilan or using reason. So, sa paanong paraan, when we do a decisions, we have a choices, and behind of that, meron tayong rason kung bakit natin pinili yung choice na yon. And always remember that be careful in choosing and in making decision, because sometimes it has a negative consequence to us. And the last step is living the 4 cardinal virtues, and these are wisdom, courage, and temperance. So first, let us define what is wisdom. When we say wisdom, this is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. It is really important for us to have a wisdom in our life, because without wisdom, we cannot gain, we cannot learn, and probably we cannot be happy. So wisdom makes us more innocent. It makes us more wise, and it makes us more morally intelligent. So, without wisdom in our life, we cannot be flourish. So, hindi tayo lalago, hindi tayo magiging masaya without wisdom. So, it is really important for us to apply wisdom in our life. The second one is courage. When we say courage, it is important to have courage in society today. Bakit? Kasi sa mga justice, we need to be courageous individuals, and we need to stand for what is right and to correct what is wrong. Kasi alam naman natin that as a human being, walang permanente. Everything is changing. So, we need to we need to have a lot of courage para sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Because without courage, so wala tayong tapang na ipaglaban sa kung ano ba yung tama at sa kung ano ba yung mali. So, it is really important to apply courage and to learn used courage every time na meron tayong mga ipaglalaban sa ating buhay. So, the last is the temperance. So, according to Joel 2011, he defined temperance as a moderation or voluntary self-restraint. So, si Plato naniniwala siya na having a temperance prevents corruption and chaos. So, it is important in the society because as a human, without temperance will not flourish. So, when we say temperance, ito yung pagpipigil sa sarili. So, kailangan meron tayong temperance na tinatawag na dapat i-apply sa sarili natin para nang sa ganun hindi tayo mapariwara or hindi tayo hindi naman sa hindi tayo magkamali or nothing is perfect naman, di ba? So, yung temperance is ina-apply natin sa buhay natin or yung pagpipigil just for us to avoid violence and vices. So, because without self-restraint or temperance, we cannot be flourish. Hindi tayo lalago sa kung paano natin gustong palaguin yung sarili natin. Aristotle's interpretation of human flourishing. He explained that eudaimonia or human flourishing is the highest good of human being. C. 2001 introduced the rational choice theory, which is used to model human decision making. It explains the behavior of human being in order to satisfy human needs. So now the question is, what are the aspects of human nature? So we have 4 aspects. The first one is the physical, second is social, third is emotional, and the fourth one is rational. Let us first define physical. So when we say physical, this are physical being for human to keep their body physically and mentally functioning. So they need air, water, food, rest, and exercise. So etong physical is yung cycle lang na ginagawa natin sa araw-araw. So tulad ng pagtulog, tamang pagkain, tubig, and also with exercise. So, para nang sa ganun makonsider tayo as a physically fit. The next one is emotional. So, when we say emotional, humans are really emotional being. So, kasi diba mas mataas tayong mag-isip kaysa sa mga hayop. So, like any other animals, human have needs, meron tayong mga pangangailangan, meron tayong desires or gusto, and meron din tayong mga wants. So, humans have emotional needs to express different emotions in such reaction. So, when we say emotional, kung masaya ka ba, satisfied ka ba, malungkot ka ba, umiiyak ka ba, so those are the emotional. So, tayo as a human, meron tayong mga different reactions, different emotions na pinapakita natin. So, we should always balance yung pagiging masaya at pagiging malungkot so that we can consider our self as emotionally fit. Third one is social. So, human are social beings. So, di ba sabi ko nga, no man is an island. So, the feeling of satisfaction, flourishing, or well-being can be experienced when learning to socialize. So, mainam na tayo ay nakikipag-socialize kasi mas dun tayo natututo. So, as a social beings, it is inherent that humans need friendship. So, when you say inherent, yun na, nasa dugo na natin na marunong tayong makipagkapwa. So, and a sense of belongingness in a society. So, ibig sabihin, yung nararamdaman ba natin na tayo ay parte, tayo ay included dun sa society na kinasasakupan natin. So, that is what we call social being. And the last is being a rational. So, Aristotle said a while ago, di ba? Dinefine niya tayo as a rational animal kung saan naniniwala siya na tayong mga tao is mas mataas talaga tayong mag-isip kaysa sa mga hayop. So rationality is that differentiates humans from another animals. It allows human to express, be creative, or obey reason. So sabi ko nga, mas kaya nating mag-isip sa kung ano ba yung tama at mali, at mas kaya nating sumunod sa mga bagay na alam nating kailangan nating sundin. So that is what we called rational being. So, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching until the end. If marami ka natutunan in this video, please give us like or heart reaction. So, before ko i-end to, I just wanna say that if you want to have a flourishing life, just always show genuine affection. Magkaroon ka ng mabuting puso sa lahat ng taong nakapaligid sa'yo. And, just develop trust. Magkaroon ka ng pagtitiwala. On that way, I assure you that we can have a positive and a happy life. So that's all. Thank you everyone, and God bless.